Big guy here. Today, I'm going to talk about one of the worst feelings in the world. When you go through a breakup and you find out that your ex is in a rebound and she seems so happy. Ooh, it's like somebody just took a dagger and stabbed it in your heart and twisted it, right? Just add insult to injury. Not only are you heartbroken alone, but she's over here like you never even cared. Nothing about y'all even mattered because she's even happier with this new guy now. Like, man, I've been there quite a few times. And it sucks. And even though I know what's going on, it still always sucks. But let me tell you a few things about it. Number one, if your ex is with a new person, leave them alone. It's called no contact. Matter of fact, the more you talk to them, especially if you're trying to badmouth the other person, all it's going to do is push them closer together. It's going to take the focus off them and whatever issues they will have, and it's just going to put it on you, and it's going to bring them together. So, if your ex is in a rebound, leave them the F alone. Like, don't talk to them. They don't exist. If you have to talk to them, keep it, short, sweet, and simple. Hey, your stuff's outside. Come pick it up by this date or it's getting thrown away. Stuff like that. Don't ask them how they're doing. Don't ask how their day is going. It's none of their business. Try talking to you. Just be like, hey, I'm not going to talk to you right now. Like, seriously, leave them alone. That's first order of business. All right, second order of business. If they're sitting here bragging on social media about how great and wonderful the guy is, I kind of laugh at that. That's kind of like let me put it this way. If a rich man is truly rich, truly wealthy, do you think he would have to go around and tell you how rich and wealthy he is? Or there'd be certain things that give it away, right? So, if your ex was truly happy with this new guy, she wouldn't feel the need to brag and try to convince everybody else about it. So, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Secondly, in some relationships, if it's like a long relationship, like years long, and she might actually spend quite some time where she checked out of the relationship, where it's been like, 3, 4, 5 months where she actually made up her mind that she's going to break up with you, but she didn't know how to do it yet, or maybe she didn't have the safety net of her new rebound yet, right? So, in a way, she could just be feeling the relief of all that stress that y'all's relationship's finally over, and then there's this new guy and she's all happy about it, right? So, she might be a little bit happy about that, but I wouldn't worry too much about that because it's, by definition of a rebound, it's a little bit unhealthy no matter how you look at it. I mean, basically what it is when a person jumps from relationship to relationship without any time in between to, self-reflect, to even just take the time to get the other person out of their system. What they're doing is they're trying to fill that void. They cannot be happy by themselves. They are incredibly unhappy with themselves. So they got to jump into another relationship, take their mind off themselves and their pain and their suffering. So by definition, a rebound relationship is kind of unhealthy. And also, even if everything does look great and wonderful on the outside, at the very least, there's always going to be some type of trust issue. The rebound's going to know all about you. He's going to know everything about you. He's probably tired of hearing about you. And in the back of the rebound's mind, he's always going to wonder, does she really love me or is she just using me? Not to mention, there's always been a little jealousy issue because he doesn't have that emotional bond with your ex like y'all did. And so here he is in a relationship that's moving at an incredibly fast pace. And, at first he might like it. It's like, oh, this is great and wonderful. She really loves me. And then it's like, if she loves me so much, why is she always talking about the ex? So there will always be trust issues there. The relationship will never be built on solid foundations. And most of the time they fail. The ones that last a long time are usually because somebody's using somebody. A lot of my exes that are still in rebounds, and I say still in rebounds, I mean they immediately started dating somebody like within a week. Within a week. And then they live together really quickly, and there's a couple of them that are still, living together, and it's probably because, well, They needed a house. But no, I hope everything works out for them. The way I see it, if they're not with me, that's punishment enough, right? That's real cocky and conceited of me to say, but I don't know. Eventually it gets to a point where it's like, people that I cared about, even though I don't want them sitting at my table, I still want them to have their own table and have plenty at their table. You know what I mean? It's just, in the beginning, I'd like for that table to be a little rocky and the food suck, but afterwards, I want everything to be good for them. So, if for some reason your ex is with a rebound for a long time, there's a really good chance they're using them for something. And the reason why I say like a rebound is rarely somebody's soulmate, rarely the love of their life. Okay, think of it this way. How hard is it to find somebody that you really love? It's not that easy, right? You got to go out and date quite a few people, talk to quite a few people. The chances of person A and person B just magically crossing paths and boom, everything works out perfect. That's like rare. That's like, infinitesimally small. It's tiny. So what you're looking at is your ex, without dating a lot of people, without talking to a lot of people, magically her soulmate was just somebody she worked with, her friend, someone that someone close to her. Magically, this person who, by the way, is so great and wonderful, they're still single, right? They're not taken. That your ex and them just got together and everything's all great and wonderful. Like this person's perfect and their life's just, all perfect, right? Come on, man. That's a big, giant load of bullshit. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And yeah, that's another thing. Like really, if they're so great, if your ex's rebound is so great and wonderful, why are they so available for your ex? Because I promise you, a person of value is going to be very hesitant to jump into a relationship with somebody who just got out of a long relationship. It's just facts, because you already know, hey, this person has some emotional issues they got to deal with before they can get fully attached to you. So no matter how you look at it, your ex's rebound, there's like really not much good that can come from it. Even long term, the chance of them being truly happy, not happening. But, they say you shouldn't focus on your ex, shouldn't think about your ex and their new relationship. And they're right. But let's face it, guess what? We're freaking human, and this is the person we cared about. And yeah, we're going to, kind of obsess over their rebound relationship a little bit, right? It's just, it's natural. It is what it is. I mean, come on, dude. We're all prideful creatures. I mean, it's just the way life works. So don't hate yourself too much for it. It's always fun to go down them rabbit holes. But the key point is to realize that now's the time to focus on you. Now's the time to make your life better. Because you got to realize, hey, let's say your ex was, probably the hottest chick you ever got with. If you got it once, you can get it again. It's that simple. And the way I see it, right now is the best point in your life to make your life better so you can go out and get better and make your ex really regret leaving you. Or relationship ending, however that works out. We're all humans. We're all a little spiteful. I mean, it's okay. It's no big deal. But the bottom line is, you got to stop focusing so much on your ex and start focusing on you. And that's just kind of how you move on. And now's the time to start, finding new hobbies, new passions. Definitely start hitting the gym. Definitely start working out. You got to start working out. You got to start eating a little better. You got to start looking a little better. You got to start dressing a little better. You got to get a little bit of style to you. You got to make your life better. Because if all you do is work and go home, it's not going to be hard for your ex to find a little bit better than that. You got to have something about you that makes you love life. Something about you that makes, life worth living. And if you don't have that, now it's time to find that. But anyway, I'll just keep ranting on the same stuff. If your ex is in a rebound, don't sweat it, man. Don't talk to her. Don't have any contact with them. If you do, just keep it business only. Don't ask anything about her. Don't ask anything about the new guy. Don't talk about the new guy. Right now, you got to focus on you. And you need to realize that rebounds typically don't work out. And the harder she tries to make herself seem happy, the harder she's trying to advertise her happiness to the world, more likely it's kind of bullshit and she's trying to cover up something. And finally, if your ex isn't a rebound, you don't want her back. Trust me. That's kind of no different than cheating, in my opinion, because it's like, you love this person loved you, and magically she jumps on a new dude, and then when that fizzles out, she wants to come running back to you. I mean, what's to stop her from doing it again? What's to stop her from actually cheating on you when you're labeled in a relationship? I mean, come on. So, if your ex jumped on a new dude and they're, doing all the dirty stuff or whatever, you don't want that back. At least not, long term. Anyways, that's my rant for today. Big guy out.